I had a pretty good time in Philadelphia. I recall getting up around 8 in the morning. More towards 8:15 in the morning. And I recall we checked out of our hotel room by 9 in the morning. Actually, I think it was by 8:30 in the morning that we were checked out of our hotel room. 8:30 in the morning. So, around the 9:30 in the morning, 10:15 in the morning period, I was with my parents and sister. At a sort of breakfast brunch place called the Dutch. That we went to yesterday, relatively early on. Though this time around I wanted to get a different drink from a different cocktail from the Bloody Mary I got last time, so when I asked, our server initially recommended the Bloody Mary. To which I essentially said I got that. I got that already and I wanted something different, to which we were then recommended. I was then recommended by her the Cali lemonade, which, from what I observed, was essentially a glass of lemonade, only it has some bourbon mixed into it, and that's what likely gives it its brown tannish color. It tasted pretty good. I had some difficulty deciding what I wanted to get for what I wanted to get to eat initially. Yeah, but I ultimately decided on a sort of ring bologna Benedict. And my mom got an order of pancakes. I believe on the menu they're called the Anna Banana. Pancakes. Yeah, Mom gave me some of her pancakes as she was too full to finish the order of pancakes. And I ended up having the rest, so she wouldn't have to ask for a box to take it home in. After we all ate at our current after we all ate at ate our food, we dropped my sister off and started the drive back home. Of which I slept for most of the drive back home. I was asleep until about 3:50 p.m. Or the last hour of the drive back home. I recall Dad reaching his place around 4:30, 4:40. p.m. Though this was intentional. I intentionally stayed up last night after having primarily some IPAs Dad had within our hotel room during the first hour or two of today. And I stayed up until about 6:30 in the morning. Deciding to go to bed just to get a break from sitting at first at a sort of desk area the hotel room provided, where I initially had my laptop and the chargers for it. As well as my computer mouse. Then I carefully moved my laptop. I first took my phone with me into the bathroom. Then the charger to my phone, then made another trip, brought in my laptop, another trip after some time, brought in the charger to my laptop, and then one more trip a bit later and brought in my computer mouse into the bathroom. Sitting somewhere on the floor so I could be on my computer and phone without keeping my parents up. Being sure to be careful so I didn't wake any of them up. I recall around 2:33 in the morning, Mom waking up. I think it was due to some kind of lighting, although prior to that there had been light on for about at least an hour and a half, and it didn't seem to wake my mom up. And my dad slept through the whole night. During that same time period, I also finished reviewing, editing, and uploading the November 2nd my dinner video to my YouTube channel. And now I'm all caught up with the backlog of my dinner videos. I'll only have to upload this one to my YouTube channel tomorrow. In exchange, I'll have the more difficult task of editing the vlogs I took of the restaurants and me and my family were at in Philadelphia, but ultimately I'll get through it with time and effort. My parents and I also brought home some of these cupcakes. They're gluten-free cupcakes made by my mom. To share between me and my sister. It was part of the trip to Philadelphia. This isn't my first time having one, but they taste pretty good. Which is what I said when I had one of them yesterday. I recall falling asleep sometime after getting back at Dad's place. I recall first sleeping from 7 p.m. to about 8 p.m., roughly around that time. And then I think I might have fallen asleep one more time for an hour or two sometime later. Here's where I am currently on One Among Zombies. During the last hour or so of the car drive back home, where I was awake, I made some conversation with my parents. I recall today was, I think it was a partially cloudy but still sunny day, from what I recall, with the weather pretty typical for a fall day. I don't recall it raining at any point. When we went to the Dutch, I recall there was about a 20 or so minute wait to get a table inside. And this was after we were recognized, me, my parents, and my sister, by a staff member of the Dutch, who saw us when we ate there yesterday. And if I recall correctly, we got the same server today as the one we got yesterday. And she recognized us too.